Today, we are getting up close and wild. I have a garter snake. So a garter snake is sometimes called a garden snake, which is totally fine, but they got the name garter because they are very, very pretty, like a ribbon. They're characterized by having sort of 3 stripes down their body, one on each side and one in the very back. And it reminded people of garters, which was something we used to use to hold our socks up before elastic was invented. So if you see one of these snakes, and you might because they're very common in our state, they're very common in North America, remember to call it a garter snake. Now this guy is a reptile, so he's got a hard body covering like scales, and he has no metamorphosis. So when baby snakes come out, they look like little baby snakes. They have a lot of really cool adaptations that help them survive in the wild. They are very important predators in our predator-prey relationship in the wild. A lot of snakes are responsible for controlling the rodent population. He's going to be a little bit more opportunistic, which means he's willing to eat a variety of different things. And they can eat insects, they can eat tadpoles, all kinds of stuff. But their mouth is really amazing. They have a very big mouth, so they can open it very wide, and very flexible jaws. They don't come unhinged, they're just so flexible they can put things that are larger than their heads in their mouths. They also have some defense mechanisms. This is a non-venomous snake, so he's not going to bite me, and he's not going to inject me with venom. The worst thing that this snake can do, and honestly it's pretty gross, is something called musking. Musk is like a pheromone, sort of oily thing, and it's got a little poop mixed into it, and it can spray it on predators or anyone bothering them, and it will stick to you for a while. It smells pretty awful. All right, let's talk about snake tongues. As you can see, whenever he wants to stick it out, he doesn't have to open his mouth. He uses his tongue to enhance his sense of smell. He has an organ on the roof of his mouth called a Jacobson's organ. He sticks his tongue out, collects smell particles, and sticks it in that Jacobson organ. That's going to tell him, is there a predator around? Is there prey or something I can eat around? And what's cool about his tongue is it is forked. So if there is more toad smell on the left fork, the toad is to the left of him. If there is more toad smell on the right fork, there's a toad to the right of him. It's kind of like if you use your tongue as a GPS.